Oh, there you are. Welcome back to my channel, Angels. Did you miss me? I miss me too. Self-love is real. And I hope everybody's doing well. And thank you for stopping by today. Today I'm here with another topic. I'm always here with the topic. But it's something just to, you know, the only way of addressing the youth of nowadays is through maybe a video, because if you tell them directly, no one will actually listen to you. But if they come across a video like this, might end up looking into it, especially those that don't know you. They'll listen better to a stranger than somebody that they know. And yeah, anyways, today's topic is friendship. Oh man, I wrote something down here about friendship. There's a few things that I'm going to talk about. Good friends, a good friend. Anyways, before we begin with that, I just want to thank you all for the support you guys do for me. Thank you all for bringing me to this day of today. We thank God for bringing us all to this day of today. We thank God for each and every one of us for supporting each other. I thank you all. And God bless you all every single day. Anyways, let's get to the topic. The things that I've wrote down. A good friend. Before we begin, friendship is not by force. You don't have to force friendship. I know, like that teenager life, we all want to fit in somewhere. We all want to fit into a group. It's like if we don't have a friend, we feel lonely, you know. But when we grow up, you will find out that family, those family that you grew up with, those siblings that you grew up with, they'll end up being your friend. The only friends there, unless they become too heartless, then okay, there's no chance. But it might be the friend, a person that you grew up with, or a family, or just anybody. Friendship. I remember with my friends back in the days when I was a teenager. Like, I'm that person that don't like to follow people, you know. But having friends, having so much friends in my contact list, I felt like I have a duty to do. You know, I feel like I have to check up on everybody, call everybody, you know, check up on them and all of that. But I did not see it on the other way, because my heart is so pure. I don't know how to put this. I feel so cocky, but at that moment, my heart is just, you know, I don't look at the stuff the other way, you know. I just look at the way that I think is the right way. Yeah. But anyways, I feel like I have a duty to do. I feel like I have a list of friends to call every single time. I used to send texts about 1,000 every month, you know, just having that conversation with friends. I felt like I had friends and all of that. But you know, when something, you don't know what's going on the other side, and God knows you have a pure heart on the other side for other people. He knows what the other people are talking about you. So he will do everything in his power to get rid of you out of that group, you know, and you don't know what's going on exactly. So with me and my friends back in the days, I had so much weight on my shoulders. Had a lot of burden to carry on my shoulders, but I did not see it that way. Credit, mom will be getting me credit, I'll buy credit, I'll contact people, I'll call them, you know, making sure they're all doing well. And I truly don't know them on the other side, what they do, what they've been saying about me, how they feel about me. So as God saw my side and their side is not compatible, he got me pregnant. He gave me a child, which I ended up having miscarriage later on. But it's another way of, you know, opening my eyes, like we say, opening my eyes. So that way, it opened my eyes for me to see who is actually my true friends. Like, it's something I did not plan, but God planned it for me because it was getting too much for me. I got to a point that I couldn't afford credit. I was stressing out how were they doing all that. Social media wasn't that, strong back in the day. We were into Bebo and MySpace and all of that, but that wasn't as strong as texting and calling. There was a lot of connection back in the days. Anyways, after I gave birth, you know how they do traditional take you to your partner's house and all of that. They did that, and in my surprise, nobody in that contact stayed in contact with me. I received random calls from people asking if it was true I was pregnant and all of that, but from actual people that I used to call, damn, that was cold. Like, they just pulled me out of that. That truly opened my eyes. So with all of this, I love how you get to look back in life after you grow up. But like, those are really good lessons. I've been through a really tough class. And thank God we made it. And after that, I had miscarriage, but I ended up having another child afterwards, my first baby. And to tell you the truth, that burden was really heavy on my shoulder. But as soon as that happened, all of it came. I felt so light. I felt so peaceful, and it was really good. So like, friendship is not by force. If you have those friends, they're not going through, they're not walking on the right path. Please do not follow that path. Please do not follow that path. As I mentioned on Snapchat, my Snapchat fam bam knows this. My fam bam knows this. I mentioned on Snapchat. Let me go back to it. I'll read it out loud. This one was recently. Is through that post, it's a bit long. I say, let me see. I have not seen black people burying their grandmas in this country. I haven't seen a grandma funeral yet. A funeral where we get to celebrate their lives from 90 to 100 years old. A funeral where there is no heavy mourning. Instead, we bury our own people at a very early age due to drugs, alcohol, etc. Murder is the worst out of all. Taking someone's life is most painful. It eats up my mind most of the time, having to prepare a body that's fully healthy looking. I'm a mortician, so having to prepare those healthy bodies of young ones is the most painful thing. But we still have to do it, Please ask yourself about the friends around you. What are you guys friends for? What are you guys friends about? If y'all are only communicating every time you wanna smoke shisha, you wanna do alcohol or drugs, and all of that, they are not your long-term friends. Choose the right path and continue to pray for those temporary friends, because you might be the door out of their toxic lifestyle. God put us in people's life for a reason. Stay woke, my people. Life is not about following the crowd, like I just mentioned. It's about creating your own path, because what happens when all that crowd come to an end? There's nobody to lead out that crowd. All of you will fall in the ditch. We don't want that. Just remember, we are born alone and we will die alone. We only live once, but when you live it right, once is enough. Be that friend that tells the surrounding what you are doing is not right. That's what I put on Snapchat, you know. That's what I put on Snapchat. You have to check your surroundings. What are you guys friends for? If you guys are not communicating deep about your personal issues, if you guys are not there to help each other mentally, that's not friendship. Emotionally, that's not friendship. A good friend is loyal, you know, regardless of the situation. They will tell you this and that, you know. A person that will always defend you regardless of what somebody comes and feed them, you know, regardless of what poison food they come and feed them. They will take that poison and say, you know what, take it back, instead of them taking that poison food and come and pass it on to you, you know. Make sure you put a full stop in that before you come and pass it. Say, nah, that's not her, or that's not him. He will never do that, she will never do that. You know, defend them, because there's a lot of people that don't want to see others happy. So be aware of that. Another thing, a good friend is there to listen. Like I just said, emotionally. You know, those deep, you know how men are the ones suffering, I'm telling you. They'll call each other homies and all of that, but deep down, they don't know what all of them are going through, because the pride is so high. Pride is so high, you know. Tough people goes through tough time too, you know. But they're afraid of showing their weakness. They think like it's going to like take their manhood away from them, but that's not it. Pour out your heart for your own health. For your own health, you know. Tell people what you're going through. Tell your friends. If they're not meant to be your friends, they will not listen to you. They will not listen to you. And all these signs, God throw it for us to see, for us to see the right people around us, you know. A good friend will never put you down, and they will never hurt your feelings deliberately, you know. They'll always try to see the good in you. They'll always try to lift you up regardless of how strong you fell, you know. They will turn the negativity into positive, you know. And you want those people around you. A good friend, you feel to be around them. You know, people always afraid to follow their instinct, but there's that time when you come across somebody, your instinct, you feel like there's that vibe that doesn't withdraw with them, you know. Your vibe and their vibe does not, it's like magnet, it doesn't, no, not magnet, it's like, it's like, you know, a circle magnet, you're trying to like put it together, like it runs away from it. It's like it doesn't connect at all, magnet to magnet. I don't know, like if that makes sense, but yeah, it's like that. So if you feel like that, please don't force yourself around that circle. A good friends will always stick around through tough time. Let's say you're going through financial problems. A good friend will never run away. They'll try to find a way of helping you. If they have something, they'll lend it to you, you know. And tough time, as in if they're going through a hard time with their partners, you'll always be there, not interfering into their relationship and trying to take sides, but just be there for them, because in the end of the day, deep down, you don't know how they feel about the other person. So it's best just to be there for them instead of interfering into their relationship. The next one is a trustworthy friend. You know, a person that's willing to tell you the truth, even though it's really hard and they know it's going to hurt you. They'll bring it out. You know, it's a good friend. It's better now than later. You know, if that friend felt like that, it's a very good friend. The next one is to be kind and respectful. You know, they're kind and respectful around you. They'll always respect your family and everybody. Everybody knows their position. Everybody knows their position, you know. Even with your friends, you guys know your boundaries, where to cross, where not to cross. You guys know each other very well. So respect comes there, you know. And a friend that makes you smile. A friend that makes you laugh. There are friends that, you know, it's just there for positivity. You know, when you guys meet, when you guys haven't like spoken for so long, but the vibe is still there. You guys are smiling, making each other laugh. You know, it does not matter. A friend that will make you smile. So all of this with the friendship. So all of this with the friendship, that's the one that I put down. All of that, I put them down. So regardless of how lonely you are, please don't try to force yourself to fit into a circle that you're not meant to be in. I've come across most people that drink and smoke, and I ask them, why did you do this? How did you start drinking in the first place? And most response that I get is, because my friends are doing it. They feel lonely. If they don't do it, they'll feel left out. I mean, that's following the crowd, you know. It's not, you know, it's not right. You know, it's not good. The way they behave and everything is not right, and you still go with it. I mean, it does not make sense. So you are the own, like, as a teenager, we all feel like there's a part of us that needs to be friends with somebody, you know. So if it gets to a point that there's no other way but to be friends with those people that are doing bad things in life, you might as well join them. But that's not the case. As you grow up later on, you'll regret it. You'll regret it and say, I wish I did not do this. I wish I wasn't friends with these people. You know, as we grow up, our eyes get to open. It's so weird because our eyes get to open. You get to see. And then you be like, how did I not see that back in the days? You know, it's a part of growing up. So when you like, as you grow up, I don't even think you need people. You don't need a big group. You don't need a big circle. You don't need a big squad or whatever you call it. It's just you and your family, or you and your children, or you and your partner. That's it. You don't need a lot of people. You'll be surprised how good life is with that big circle. You'll be surprised. You get to focus more. You get to do things in life that you wanted to do. You get to achieve your goals without any distraction. You know, people that understand you're actually busy. You know, those friends that always say, oh, I cannot, those friends that have a lot of pride and say, nah, I cannot check up on them because they did not check up on me. If you feel the need of checking up on a person, go for it. You know, you're not supposed to feel any. You're not supposed to have that dark heart in you. If they're not meant to be your friends, then they're not meant to be your friends. But just do the right on your side. As we grow up, we get to know, like, we have these priorities, there's stuff that needs to be done. It's not about, you know, having fun anymore, like, you know, I'll go hang out and all of that with friends. That was a teenager life. That was a, you know, part of being young, the childhood. But as we grow up, people have priorities. We're becoming, you know, responsible. We're looking after things, and if that friend is there, if that friend understands and they're doing the same thing as well, they wouldn't have a need of hating and dropping you being friends, because they'll understand too, because they're doing the same thing. You know, it's all about positivity. Be around those people that wants to achieve dreams. Be around those people that wants to be positive all the time. Be around those people that encourage you to do good things in life. Be around those people that tells you you're not doing this right, you are wrong at this, you know, instead of somebody will say, yeah, this looks good on you, but it doesn't. So be around that positive vibe, be around those positive people, and that's all we need. Be around those people that lift you up in those moments that you're down, you know. Be around those people. It's all up to you. You're your own CEO of your life, so live it up the way you want to live it up. Hire people the way you want to hire them. You know, fire people if you want to fire them. It's your life. Cut them off, you know. And that's all today, angels. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this will help you all out there, the teenagers that are suffering, or they feel like they need to belong somewhere, you know. One day you'll get to realize that you don't need anybody in your life but your family and those positive people around you. You know, you don't need a big squad. So make sure, don't stress about friendship. Do not stress about friendship. They will come into your life if they're meant to be. So look after yourselves and your health and everything, you know. And yeah, thank you, angels, so much. And please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. You know, I like to talk about this heavy topics. Yeah, thank God bless me with more wisdom. I will pray to God for me to help you, God help me help you. And yeah, thank you, angels, and I'll see you guys in my next video very soon.